If you'd like to give us your support during this game, we'd really appreciate it. The money you pledge will go for more coverage of games like this one. Local games starring people you know. So call us 609-883-6910. And listen, we do appreciate it very much. We understand the response has been quite nice. Our director back home in our studios in Trenton, Smokey Forrester, apparently tells us the response is very good, and we're glad to hear it. Cos?
Dick, I was going to say, I'm somewhat surprised at Dumont's offensive game plan. They seem to be going inside, and that's a big defensive line to try to go against. They should open up somewhat.
1st and 10 at the Dumont 39 as we begin the second quarter. And punching his way off the right side is Tim Manahan, the 6'2", 205-pound senior. As the sod busters come out to fix the field. No one has worked harder during this weekend than the fellows who run out after each play to check the sod. Sod has not really been a key factor. Nevertheless, it has to be replaced almost after each play. 2nd and 4. The court on the long bomb to Jensen. It's good. And he gets a nice run back. Very nice run back. He was almost nailed by Rich Battaglia, number 34. Rich was the first player to him, but not quite. But Comlo on a very nice run back gets up across his 30 to the 31, where they'll put it in play. The Huskies will put it in play 1st and 10. Dumont coached by Wes Mertz, his 3rd year as head coach. On the straight dive is Ralph Aquino. And again, 1st and 10 at the Dumont 39 as we begin the second quarter. And punching his way off the right side is Tim Manahan, the 6'2", 205-pound senior. As the sod busters come out to fix the field. No one has worked harder during this weekend than the fellows who run out after each play to check the sod. Sod has not really been a key factor. Nevertheless, it has to be replaced almost after each play. 2nd and 4. The court on the long bomb to Jensen. It's good. And he gets a nice run back. Very nice run back. He was almost nailed by Rich Battaglia, number 34. Rich was the first player to him, but not quite. But Comlo on a very nice run back gets up across his 30 to the 31, where they'll put it in play. The Huskies will put it in play 1st and 10. Dumont coached by Wes Mertz, his 3rd year as head coach. On the straight dive is Ralph Aquino. And again, a big factor is that big line of Ramapo.
Dumont's going to have to start passing soon or start running wide. They've got to open their offense somewhat. Ramapo's defense is too tough inside.
The pass is Poley as the flag goes down, and he hits Murrell. Murrell breaks a couple of tackles and finally slips and goes down as he's covered by Rich Battaglia.
Good second effort by Murrell on that reception. Good moves.
Well, the ball's going to come back, Cos.
That's a shame. That's really a shame. Dumont finally looks like they're opening up.
Oh, I detect a limp in Mr. Murrell. I can see why after that sudden slip.
Yeah, you know, Dick, I don't think the grass has played a major factor, but I think it's been somewhat of an equalizer in these games. What would have been great moves by some fine backs during the season, they really can't get them off today because the side is somewhat slippery.
2nd and 13. Dumont not able to generate anything. And once again, we have Murrell. Less than a yard. I'll call it 3rd and 13. A passing situation for Brian Poley. He can throw the ball. we've seen Murrell haul one in just moments ago. It was nullified. He has a big end. Scott Wilson, 88, he can throw to. Timeout, Dumont, but keep in mind that quick kick from the end zone by Comlo before. I doubt if that'll happen again, but it could.
I think when they went through that quick kick, Dick really didn't have much of a choice. They were in the end zone. There's no running room back there at all. The only choice they have is to run up the middle just to give themselves punting situation or punting room. Earlier they tried sweeping, and that's where they got caught for that 2-point safety.
9:45 remaining in the first half as we take a look at Vast Convention Hall here in Atlantic City. And it has been exciting here. I've enjoyed it. Kaz has enjoyed it, I'm sure, and it has been very competitive. The atmosphere is great. It's been a fun time. The sod has been somewhat of a problem, but we'll talk a little bit about that at halftime, because I talked with a fellow responsible for the sod, and of course they've learned some new things too for next year. Dumont has 7 yards rushing. All right, Poley does throw. And Comlo also almost makes a circus catch. Almost pulled it in. If he did, however, I think he probably would have carried out of bounds. But Steve Comlo has been the story for Dumont so far today. He's done it all.
He's had a good year for Dumont, Dick. He's run for over 700 yards this year and scored 9 touchdowns.
And Steve Comlo will be punting on 4th down, standing back at his 20. Gets it off quickly to Edwards at his 35. Oh, was he hit hard? He was hit very hard by Murrell.
It's a good tackle by Murrell.
So for the first time, the Raiders begin in their own territory. They've had the ball in Dumont land most of the time, but now they begin from their own 46. To Court, the quarterback. Williams on a very nice run into Dumont territory, and the ball being spotted close to the 45-yard line.
Nice counter by Ramapo on that. Good opening by the line.
The Court has looked very good so far on his fakes, on his passing. 2nd and 1. And he'll keep it. Oh, he's going to flip it to Edwards. And I think Edwards is just barely going to get the first down. I was watching Edwards put the ball down there. He's going to make sure he gets the first down.
One way or another, he's going to get that first down.
Oh, we had a flag anyhow.
Yeah, that was defended well by Dumont. They covered the quarterback well, came up fast on the pitch man, and didn't give him any running room.
And the Raiders will take a walk.
Oh, it's a long one.
It's a biggie. Ball go back to the 41. Holding. Let me give you that front line quickly. The center is Stan Zaremba, 59. The tackles, Chuck Zern, 65. Mark Brandt, 62. We'll give you the tackles in a few minutes. 2nd and 15. On the screen, he swings it to Williams. Williams has some room, steps out of bounds at the 46 of Dumont. Forced out by Mickey Moore.
That was a good call, Dick. Dumont's anxious. They know they have to get the ball back. Their defense is charging hard. Ramapo has passed well in this game, and they take advantage of it and throw a screen pass. Good call.
3rd down and 2. The tackles, number 72, Kurt Droppers, and 68 is Rich Candelassi. All right, Tim Manahan takes it straight ahead. 1st down. God Buster's doing a job, I want to tell you.
This could become an integral part of American football, Dick.
You're seeing it first here on Jersey Vision. Cangalosi, I'm sorry, is the tackle on the right side. The ends, of course, Jensen and number 40, Jim Kilbridge. Wes Mertz standing with one of his players. Mike Moran, Ramapo coach. Oh, I like to hear those bands. Really reverberates in here. Great sound. Ramapo band striking up a tune on the far side. I really like those bands. One of our directors in the truck said, "Do you really like those bands, Dick?" And I really do. Okay, 1st and 10. On a very nice run by Williams up the far side, and he's forced out by Bob Challenger. Well, they're doing it all, Kaz.
Yeah, this is again that option pitch out. Just barely gets it off. Williams has good speed here. He really takes off. Defense was pulled in on the fake. He had good running room. Lowers his head. Good hard running too.
Well, we have 8:08 remaining in the first half. 23-0 Ramapo, and they're on the march. 1st and 10. Down inside the 30. There's Williams again. This time he was grabbed right away by Ralph Aquino. We've enjoyed the defense much here this weekend. A lot of good defensive outfits. We've seen some great linebackers and some great secondary play too. 2nd and 8. Good run by Senna, Brian Senna. Straight ahead off the left side.
Nice quick opener by Ramapo. They've got a nice offense going for them today. They're moving well to the outside, moving well up the middle, and they're passing well.
Those fellas blocking on the left side, Chuck Zern and Kurt Droppers. Droppers a good-sized fella. Left tackle, 6 feet, 209. Zern a good-sized guard at 181, 5'10". Third and 2. Williams on a very quick start. Very quick start. He was brought down by Aquino, Ralph Aquino.
Yes, good opening there. Here we see it, Dick. Good opening. Nice blocking. Oh, look at that opening. He's got fast acceleration too. He's good speed.
Williams, by the way, Tom Williams has 62 yards rushing so far. 13 yards on a reception. And he threw a 27-yard pass. Scored a touchdown.
And it was a good pass.
There's our boy.
Got a good arm too.
Tom Williams. Fine job so far. 1st down. Senna all the way, I believe. It's going to be very close. Not quite. Down to the 1-inch line. Boy, he broke through there very nicely, guys.
Oh, nicely. Good blocking. Good opening there. And he ran low and ran hard.
Ryan Senna. 6:19 remaining in the first half. And you're seeing a Ramapo team, a fired up team, a 2-platoon team, very well coached, and they've had things completely their way in this game. 1st and goal. Tim Manahan, I believe, on the score. So Tim Manahan picks up 6. Big 6 points. Score goes up to 29-0. Let's take a look at it.
Here we go. Just a quick dive right up the middle. Good blocking. They moved the Dumont line back. On
the season, Ramapo was 7-1-1. They won a close one over Lodi. They defeated Old Tappan, and they lost to Wayne Hills. And they tied Passaic Valley. Gray's Point is good. A 30-0 ball game with 6 minutes remaining in the first. The teams playing in these championships come from all parts of New Jersey, and it's covering events like this that remind us at New Jersey Public Broadcasting that we need your help. We do a big job, and we need your help too. And the telephone number that you want to call us on for a pledge, 609-883-6910. Deep is Comlo and Murrell. Hovey will kick.
So Hovey tying his special kicking shoe. He likes to wear that high top shoe when he's kicking off.
As I mentioned, to get back to Ramapo record, Pascack Hills tied Ramapo 21 all during the season. Ramapo defeated Demarest, Riverdale, Pascack Valley, North Highlands. Had a good season. Comlo at his 12, almost slipped and fell down. He breaks it, one man left. And that man, Jim Jensen, pulls him down, and a flag comes down. One man left, a 28-yard return, and Jensen was there to stop it.
That's too bad, Dick. That could have been the kind of play that just brings Dumont immediately back into the game mentally as well as on the scoreboard.
Oh, they're going to mark off 15 against Ramapo.
It was a nice run back, good blocking. He ran it well. It's just too bad he couldn't lose that last man.
Personal foul against Ramapo. So, at long last, Dumont has a chance to do something here. They're in Ramapo territory, 1st and 10 at the 45. Maybe Brian Poley can get something going. He can throw, and he's going to do just that. Right over the middle. Picked off. Picked off by Jack Kleinert. Jack Kleinert comes up with a big interception. Here's the sophomore, Jack Kleinert. And interesting story about Kleinert while I'm on the subject. Kleinert started last year as a freshman. Played the season. All of a sudden, Ramapo has the ball in their own territory at the 45. 5:33 remaining in the first half. They lead it 30-0. Williams, he lost the ball, but the whistle saved him. A lot of people in there then.
You know, it just seems, Dick, that some days, no matter what you try, it doesn't go right. Dumont has a good offense. Their quarterback is a good passer. He's just having trouble finding the right man today.
2nd and 7 from the 48. And the big man, Manahan, at 205, he hit straight ahead. He got a few, crossed the 50. Well, we hope you've enjoyed the long weekend of high school football, a new experiment for the New Jersey Interscholastic Athletic Association. Trying playoffs this year in sections of the state where clear-cut champion could not be selected by a rating system. There were 8 such games, and we have one more to go at 8 o'clock tonight. Here's the court on the keep, and a very nice run. He's hauled down by Comlo first. Also in there, Murrell.
Nice blocking on that play, Dick. Here we go. We'll get a replay of it. Take the interior line in. Defenders moved out, and it was wide open for him.
You see Comlo coming up there. Murrell's in there somewhere also. So it's 1st and 10 at the 36 of Dumont. The pitch to Senna, and he's going to be thrown for a loss. He was thrown back by Wilson. Also, I think Ralph Aquino was in there. That was the 22nd extra point of the year for Hovey. Is that what you're telling me? No, you're not telling me that. Okay. I wonder what that note meant. I couldn't figure it out. Second and 12. Williams.
That was a quick pitch to Williams, but Murrell played it very well, came up and gave him no running room, strung him right out.
Nobody knows where that note came from. I just got a mysterious note in front of me, and I meant Gray, really, on the extra point that he kicked. All right, we'll forget that. That's an inside story. third and a little more than 9. 2:48, 6 away. Here's to Court. He's across the 30, inside 30. Well, Ramapo has done just about everything they wanted to in this ball game. They're way up 30-0.
Ramapo's really doing a good job. They're working on those tackles. Both sides of the line, they're doing a good job controlling the tackles. And again, the strength of that Houston Veer offense is you therefore have the option to pitch or run, and that puts the end in a bad position. So
they have a timeout, Dumont. Let's just take a look at their record. They're not doing well here today, but they had a fine season. They were 8-1. And they beat such people as Fort Lee and Saddlebrook, Lyndhurst, New Milford, Ridgefield Park, Cliffside Park, Englewood, and their only loss of the year came to Westwood, 21-20. There you see the number on the screen. If you want to call us and make a pledge, we could use your help on Jersey Vision. This is Pledge Week, you know, and the response has been good. We'd like to hear from you. 609-883-8910. Dick Landis here along with Cosmo Iacovazzi, and this is our 4th game that we've called for you, starting Friday night with that thriller that we saw. Brick Township edging Camden by 1. Poley on the keep. And he gets to the 31. We have Mike Picciano is in there now. We should identify him. That was not Poley on the last keep. 19 is Mike Picciano. And he's still in there. We were told by Wes Mertz that he would probably go with Poley all the way, but obviously he wants to try another quarterback being down so badly. Aquino carried. He's number 31, getting up. 1:58 left in the first half.
It looks like they're still trying to work the middle of Ramapo's defensive line, and that's tough territory.
I can't figure that one.
That's tough territory, yeah. Unless they're just trying to hold it and then regroup at halftime.
All right, just barely getting the pitch to Comlo. Fiorella misses. And finally, Fiorella gets him.
Comlo's a good back, a great stiff arm movement there. It, moved one defender by himself with a fine stiff arm. Here we go. Here's just got the pitch off.
Let's see Murrell first.
Defender's coming up. Good stiff arm right there. It's a very effective weapon for a running back.
1st and 10 for Dumont. He's got to go, guys.
Oh, all the way. Yes, beautiful play. Well, Dick, they opened up their offense and they're moving.
56-yard run, and Mike Picciano in there, quarterback, might change things.
Here it is. Just good blocking right there. Now it's just good speed. Puts the ball on his outside arm. Just good speed by Murrell. Runs all the way in. Last 20 yards all by himself.
So Dumont is on the board with 6, 30-6.
The explosiveness is there. The capability is there, and they showed it on that play.
Oh, I have a new man running the offense, Scott. We're going to go for 2, naturally. And did he make it?
Good, yes.
Yes, he did. Kevin Murrell makes it.
That was a good struggle effort by Murrell. He was hit on about the 2-3 yard line, just lunged forward. It's easy to see why he's had a great season for them this year.
There we go again.
Just got the pitch off again. See, he's hitting, just lunges forward. And puts the elbow over the goal line. It still counts.
So with 1:25 to play in the first half, Dumont finally puts it together on a very, very nice run by Kevin Murrell, 56-yarder. They have 8 points, but Ramapo has 30. But there's a second half to go. It's going to be very, very difficult, though, for this Dumont club to turn it around that much. Ramapo is a big physical team. They're running beautifully. The court is running his offense very nicely. Jensen, the big end. The flashy Kevin Edwards. The nice running of Tom Williams. I think it might be a little too much for that Dumont defense, but anything can happen. Anything. Timeout. Dumont. Well, as we look around Convention Hall, we see our cameras, our crews, our sound equipment, all our people, and you know, that costs quite a bit. Certainly does, and the big difference is that we depend on you to help us out to pay for these essentials. And if you're enjoying our high school football games, how about some support, all right? Then you give us a call at 609. I want to correct the number. I gave it wrong the last time. 609-883-6910. Where did I go wrong? So, how about making a pledge, okay? Let's hear from you. First and 10 at their own 40. Williams and Manahan, the split backs. Court's going to put it up to Jensen. And I'll tell you, it was a floater. Bob Challender almost had it. Jensen's a big fella, 6'3". Challender is 5'10". And Jensen might have outran it a little bit, so Challender had the better shot. That would have helped if he'd picked that off.
It sure was. Dumont needs that ball. That was a surprising play by Ramapo. They're way ahead. The end of the half is coming up. You would think they'd get conservative and just sit on it.
Second and 10. All right, here's Williams. Nice second effort.
Nice hard running. That's
very, very nice second effort.
And he's not particularly a big back, but he is fast, and he's a hard runner.
Mickey Moore, one of the people on that last tackle.